Hello, 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 my beautiful, amazing souls, and welcome to another Friday night tarot and chill. I am so excited to be able to share this space with you as we gather along in this beautiful energy and share community space. Tonight we are going to be sharing messages just for you. So if you've found yourself here in this now moment, hearing the messages that Amanda and I are delivering, then know you are in the right spot. So today you find yourself with myself, Kristen Blair, Pinoak Rising, and the amazing Amanda. And we're going to be sharing some messages from Spirit just for you today. So as you feel called, if you'd like to share a little bit of your gratitude down in the chat, I am really grateful today for the breath, really for the life force that runs through all beings, for the amazing experiences that we get to share. And I'm really grateful for all the love that I have in my life and all of the many different ways that I get the chance to experience it. I feel very, very blessed. So that's my gratitude. Oh, wait, I'm also grateful for you, my soul family. What would I do without you guys? Life would definitely be a lot less full of giggles if it weren't for you. So yes, that's my gratitude. Amanda, do you have anything you'd like to share?
I'm grateful for the new moon tonight. And I am grateful for the sleeping small human beside me. And I am grateful for the space and our soul family. And I'm grateful for the opportunities that are coming in, whether I take them or not. And I'm grateful for all of the abundance that is coming in shortly. That's it. Oh, you're muted.
Thanks, Amanda. I'm also grateful for Silver Lining Clothing. I got my package today, and my shirts, Manifest Your Reality, showed up today. I've got a whole bunch of other ones. I'm gonna do a video. I'll post tomorrow, but I had to.
Okay, but I don't have my Manifest Greatness shirt. I'm wearing my Manifest Greatness shirt.
Yeah. Yes, Manifest Your Reality. I also got the Positive Vibes Only one, and the Tree of Life. Anyways, super excited. Always love my crystal infused t-shirts. They are just the best. They have really good vibey energy, and they're super soft, super comfy. So
oh my God, they're so soft.
Like ridiculous, and they last. I've got probably, I don't know, when I buy them, I buy like 4 or 5 at a time, and I've probably bought a box at least every year. So a few of them are a couple of years old, but they still look great. Like the ink isn't. Anyway, so side note, definitely catch you some Silver Lining Clothing if you are interested. I'll drop a link down below the video once we're done, so you can connect with Adam and check out the amazing vibes. I still need to order those sweatpants though, because those were super cool. Okay, anyways, we have a message to start. We'll end the meditation today. So we're just diving straight into messages. We have the Prince of Spring to get us started. The Prince of Spring says, immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, and a passionate relationship. We also have it paired with the 8 of Summer, the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on and choosing to make major life changes. And then we also have, last but not least, cautious but wise action with the Prince of Autumn, meticulous attention to detail, and kindness to others. This shows a person who's been on a path. This is not the beginning of a journey, maybe somewhere in the middle, but you find yourself far from where you once began. And maybe you even have found yourself at a place where you've transformed, you have, become this new version of yourself. You've met new people, you've moved into new spaces, and you got really comfortable there. And you find yourself back at the place where you were when you first left home, so to speak, and you're realizing that it is time to embark again on this journey of life. And the really beautiful thing about it is, in this last phase, this last episode, so to speak, that you've been on, you have realized the parts of yourself. You have looked at yourself with authentic eyes, and you have seen the parts of you that will need to be released in order for you to move forward into this next version of yourself. And you're even at a place where you're no longer questioning or wondering or thinking about how you're going to get there or what needs to be done. It's very clear in your mind, the things that need to be changed. And so where you are right now is being in this place of catalyst, right? You have the opportunity of change moving forward, but will you take those steps? Will you do the work that is calling you to be able to move forward? And I think the biggest message that comes from this is to remember to be kind to yourself, in the process. It's okay when parts of you need to be left behind. It's okay whenever you need to change bits of yourself. It doesn't mean that part of you that needs to be changed or left behind was bad or negative or, unnecessary. None of that. It just means that it cannot go with you to where you want to go. That part of you must stay behind. And it's your choice, right? You can continue sitting in your comfortable space and seeing the things about you and around you that, would need to change for you to move your elevation, or you can allow yourself to simply move forward and trust and move into the unknown. So what I see for you, my dear soul, is right now feeling a bit overwhelmed by the decisions or the thoughts or the things, all of it. So give yourself the chance to rest, okay? Be kind to yourself. And if you're thinking about past version of you, if you're looking back on the past version of you with eyes of like, oh, I wish I could be how I was then, maybe a bit more naive or maybe just thinking about how life once was and calling that energy into yourself. I implore you to see the power that you have to call upon that energy of that self, the person that you were when you were like that, or the person, the qualities that you embodied, and allow yourself to see that those qualities still exist. They still are in you. And it doesn't have to be this big, change or transformation. It's like, especially if you're trying to call an energy that you've already been in back into you, you don't have to go back to where you used to be to call that energy in. You can be where you are right now and be empowered with who you once were, and to say, you know what, because I was once that, I know that I can be who I want to be. I know that I can get to where I want to go because I've already made it from that to where I am now. And if anything, it makes you see your limitless possibilities of who you are and who you can be, because even who you are today is nowhere near who you were then, and who you will be in the future is nowhere near where you are today. So just be easy on yourself in your journey. Don't hesitate to ask out for help, reach out to others, and also just trust your path. You'll know when it's time to make that decision to move forward, and the changes when it really is time for you and everything is in alignment, it won't be hard. No, I'm not saying it's going to be easy because change is not necessarily easy, but it won't be as maybe glooming as it is. So trust your path, trust your purpose, and know your power. That's it. Okay, Amanda, I pass to you.
So I'm not normally the one with the love messages, but here I am with love message. But it ties in nicely with your message, so that's super fun. So I got a whole bunch of my new cards, and then one that actually came with the deck. So we got no, the Lovers, this is the Sign, listen to your intuition, Yes, which is super fun, confusing energy, and No Need to Worry. So the message that I got with these cards is that we are and have been currently in these energies with the No and the Lovers. So I don't know if you can see on this card, but love is dead and buried and has been dead and buried for a very long time. So we've been in this energy of saying no to relationships and to love in general, and just wanting nothing to do with that and not being open in the slightest bit. But what the rest of the cards are saying is that we don't need to be in that energy anymore. Listen to your intuition, and this is the sign. Things are different. We're different. And that's the important part. We're going to be able to see any of the red flags. We're going to be able to, we need to be able to trust ourselves to be able to discern the right relationships for us. And then we get to these two. We need to start saying yes to opportunities, because there isn't a need to worry anymore. Spirit's got our backs, but more importantly, we have our backs. And we are able to say no, because we've been getting good practice at that. So we can walk away if we need to. We have walked away from a lot of really hard situations. Now it's time to start this one. Now it's time to start walking towards things and saying yes to opportunities and just seeing what comes in and letting things happen naturally and enjoying things while they're happening, even if it's just for a short while. Just let things come in and let them unfold in whatever way they're meant to, and see how things change for you once you start saying yes to things and letting people in a little bit more. So that's my message.
What a beautiful message. I love those new cards, Amanda. Those are great. You were right on the money with that one.
Yeah, it was quite a little kick in the butt from Spirit for all of us.
Yeah, it can happen that way. It can happen. And I'm laughing because you were like, I'm not the one that does love readings. But right before we got on here, I pulled out my fairy tarot deck, which I don't know if you guys remember, but I retired last year. And I just randomly was like, I don't know, let's use them today. And I pulled and I'm like, let's do a TikTok collective message real quick before we do tarot and chill. And I recorded it. And I tell you, if I haven't pulled a love message since I opened that deck, it was the first thing that came out was a love message. And it was just like, oh, you've been manifesting the love of your dreams, right? Oh, well, guess what? It's here. And guess what else? You don't have to stress or worry because you've got it. You understand? Yeah. So anyways, synchronicities in line in line with one another. So all right. Well, let's go with that vibe, I guess, if we're gonna be in that energy. I'm pulling for you guys from my Magical Dogs Tarot, which is from my dear, beautiful, amazing partner. And he's very sweet, thoughtful, and he knows that I love dogs and he knows that I love tarot. And so he got me this deck. And so I just wanted to share with you guys. So now that we're in a love vibe, we've got the Two of Earth, which this is a really cute pair. This is a fun partnership. You have the Sky Guardian, which this is something that you like, knowing your worth, right? Like you're not, it's like, so bad. Oh, okay. Maybe a younger version of you would have walked into a room with three potential partners, right? And on your left, you have the potential partner that is like all of the things that you usually go for out of your like past that has been formed out of pain, right? And we seek people that we know. So that's like the pain giver, right? And then you've got the one in the middle who maybe just like isn't going to really like be bad for you, but also isn't going to necessarily give you the attention you know that you deserve, right? And so then on the right, you've got the guy who's like, all the things. And a past version of you would have walked into the room and been like, yeah, that guy on the left, thank you very much. That's the one for me. Okay. But now you're at a place where you're like, wait, it's the guy on the right. He's for me. I got that. That's like 100% mine. So with that energy, you've got the ability to create a really grounded emotional connection, something that it's like when your emotional waters are all over the place, this person's going to be able to stay in the boat, and vice versa. When their emotional waters are rocking the boat, you're still going to stay in that boat, with them. So I do feel called. We have the Fire Alpha male that got pulled, and I don't know this one. So I'm going to read this for you guys for the male energy. Fire Alpha male. Let's see what you have to say. All right. The alpha male of the fire pack, a trim Dalmatian, dwells in a natural castle formed by ancient lava, slowly cooling into basalt columns. An elegant vessel of fire-hardened clay hosts a warming flame. Born to rule, unselfish leadership in his blood, he seeks to bring benefit to all canines and not just to himself. He receives respect and honor from others and gives it in return. Compassion tempers his intentions, and he possesses great stamina and endurance, and does not falter when the path is long or troubled. A visionary who inspires the pack, he achieves his goals by empowering his followers and convincing them to work together. He is capable of bringing out the best in others. Pause for thought. A leader who faces a challenge and does the hard work to achieve the goal brings much well-deserved admiration. You are not only intelligent and brave enough to face whatever comes, you also know how to bring out the best in those around you, helping them reach their full potential. Because of this ability, your power grows and the community also grows stronger. Keywords being wisdom, unselfish leadership, inspiration, compassion, bravery, community building, visionary, and empowering others. So this dear, beautiful, amazing fire alpha male came out with the Six of Sky. And so what I'm seeing here is a male energy that is a very compassionate leader, someone who knows how to stand up for what is right and does so in a way that does not harm anyone else. It's speaking the truth for the sake of speaking the truth, not trying to tear anyone down, but rather empowering everyone. This is somebody who it's almost like they can't help themselves. They just help people. It's just what they do. And where this alpha male is right now is not seeing themselves as this powerful leader, as somebody who others look up to, as somebody who is a genuine guide. They're not seeing these qualities about themselves. They know that it's there, right? It's almost like what we said, like they know that it maybe in the past they were this way, but at this point in time, they are feeling a bit burdened or battered from life, so to speak. Just, it's been tough, but that hasn't kept this dedicated leader from continuing on their path and keeping this, I don't know, magic, hope. You see the rabbit? So like, okay, even though he's all beat up and got some cuts and scrapes, he still sees the acorns. He still sees the acorns, and he's still going after the rabbit. Okay, he sees the rabbit is hiding and covered in bushes, and he's scratched to all tarnation trying to get those bushes, but he's not giving up on that rabbit. He's like, no, that's my rabbit. That's my rabbit. So, the biggest bit I can share with you today is to just see that one, if I'm speaking directly to this masculine, know that we are all leaders in our own rights, and everyone leads in their own unique individual way. And although you may not see yourself as a leader in the eyes of how you view others as a leader, know that without a doubt, there are people in this world that look up to you and see you as a leader, whether you like it or not. You don't have to agree or disagree with it, but it just is. People see you from their heart, and they see you for who you are. And your tireless hours of dedication and enduring will not be for lost, because despite maybe not getting you exactly to where you want to be right now, you have fulfilled your purpose. You have done everything that you needed to do. You have impacted the lives of others in ways that you were meant to, because you were exactly where you were at that moment. So just to continue trusting your path as you move forward. And it's also in alignment with seeing that you don't need to overburden yourself with loads of options. You already know which direction you're going in. Continue trusting in that direction. And you're being guided to meditate more often and connect with spirit, connect with source, connect with that. That mystical energy that lives within you, ignite it, because there's a lot of wisdom that's waiting to come to you. Now, if I'm speaking to someone who is resonating with this as their person, or a potential partner, a potential male energy that is coming in for them, what Spirit wants you to know is that you need not worry how this is going to come to you. You simply must continue being your happy, lovely, beautiful, wonderful, energetic self, or whatever. You don't have to be energetic. I'm just seeing you as a bit energetic, but point being, continue following your passions, continue following your joy, continue showing up each day in the spaces that bring you love and light, and trust and affirm that you trust Spirit to align you and this amazing person with one another, so that you may have this beautiful, happy life that is meant for you. Because I do see it. Yeah, look at that. Look at all his fish. Abundant. Oh, stop it. Look, all of the happiness and joy that you seek, it is here for you. Okay. But if you If you start wondering and worrying, you're going to end up getting yourself into a place of like just feeling a bit lost. And then you also might call in a partner that's not really actually meant for you. So continue following your joy. Take the leap of faith and trust. Like Amanda was saying, you don't have to be in the energy of no anymore. You can lift that love and bring it back. This is going to be a very unique connection. It will not be like anything you've had before. So just get those expectations out of your mind. Trust your guidance. Spirit is sending you signs and synchronicities so that you can know who this person is. Also, I think this is probably the most important part I've said, is that you also need to see yourself as a leader. Just as much as you see this other person as a leader, you are just as equal of a leader in your own rights, in your own respect. So maybe that's the bit of advice that you can do, is keeping your awesome, amazing, authentic self, but also start trusting in yourself more and believing in yourself more and seeing yourself in those places of leadership. And like I said, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be the president of the society to be a leader. You could just be the person that showed up today and said, hey guys, this needs to be done. Let's do it. And that's still a leader. Last card. Oh, the Sea Guardian. Okay, this is cool. The Sea Guardian is such a beautiful energy because this is somebody who is trusted with holding the emotional waters, so to speak, of the pack. Like, you are the person who is trusted that if there's something that needs to be said, you're going to say it. And if somebody needs to show up, you're going to be the one to be there. And if things need to be provided or brought, you're going to do what needs to be done to make sure that stuff is there. And so again, it's like just seeing there's always a yin and yang to life, right? Like sometimes we are in our light. Sometimes we're in that space of seeing ourselves as positive and productive and doing the things, right? And then it can be like nothing will happen in your life, but things will just change and you'll just all of a sudden be like, dang, am I even doing this? Am I like showing up? Am I where I'm supposed to be? What's even going on? And that's just part of life. That doesn't make you any less beautiful or amazing. It just makes you more beautiful. I think it gives you depth. Right? So that's it. Sorry, Amanda, that was a long-winded one, but that was what I have.
It was perfectly timed. So I got 4 cards here. Got Bluebird Spirit of Happiness. Wood Nymph of Beauty. Water Spirit of Manifesting Dreams. And then Standing Stones of Passage. So the message that I got here is really, really simple. We've made it through the in-between, and you have now manifested all of the beauty and happiness that you have been working towards. So everything you wanted is here. You've already passed through to it. It's just a matter of accepting that and taking it. And that's it. Really simple, quick message.
Yeah, I have one last collective, and then do we want to move into individual readings? Also, hi, Starzl! We were playing a trick to see who was going to actually join tonight because we didn't share in the Discord. So Starzl, if there were bonus points to be won tonight, you got them. Anyways, okay, blessings. Oh, this is cute. Okay, blessings. Many, many beautiful blessings. Which one do I read though, Spirit? There's a lot of blessings here. Okay. Well, it's the only one that makes sense. It's the one that I will read. So we have a blessing on your love. We have a blessing of the earth. And we also have a blessing on your day. So a blessing on the earth, as well as a blessing on friendship. Oh, quit now. and a blessing on the day. We'll read these three together, and then I'm going to read you the message for the blessing on the love, because that's a good one. I haven't read that from the book yet, but what do we have? The Earth Mother is supporting you and sending you blessings in many ways. Your ancestors are speaking to you through the trees. Listen with your heart, not your mind. And it's time to spend a little bit more time in the bliss of the now. But regardless of what you're doing, know that you have friends that surround you, that love you and support you, no matter how far away they may seem. They are always here in your heart. And don't forget how magical and amazing you are. This is a blessing on the day. Yeah, blessing on the day. What's that face, Amanda?
But why does that look like me?
It does. The other one looks like you too. Look, the ancestors are talking through the trees. It's like they're both, it's like, and then look, here's me.
With a unicorn.
With my unicorn. Yeah. Okay, wait, if this is Amanda and this is me, who's this one?
I don't know, because that one doesn't so much look like me, but the other one definitely looks like me. Like that's my face.
Okay, well, your face, are you ready for a blessing on your love? P.S. Shout out to the artist who did amazing work on this. Lucy Cavendish, well done. A blessing on your love. A blessing on the discovery of the affinity of one soul for another. May the fragile beginnings of love between you bring to you life qualities within you that will be your soul's true calling. May the sweetness of the taste of the lips that kiss yours be matched by the kindness and patience you find for each other. May the darker times that beset all companions of the heart teach you what to hold on to and what to open your hands to easily let go of. May the embrace of each other's arms become a sanctuary from the world, yet not keep you from it. Instead, may this love send you back to the world restored, whole, eager, and for the knowing of it. And when you return to each other, may there be space for both to share and learn of what has shaped you that day. Let passion be long-lived, and let your spirit flame be both tended and stoked by the other. And may you be a friend of the soul, a bringer of laughter, and a light in the times when shadows gather and fall. If you should leave one before the other or choose to go, let it be without lies or mistrust, and let it be the natural order of things that your love burn brief and bright. But if it is right for this love to endure into the years of far beyond, let it be good and enriching, and solace itself for your years as an elder. Let this love be your light, and may it guide you well, warm you always, and help you see more clearly. A blessing on your love. Okay, that's it. That's my collectives. And then we'll do individual readings. So as of right now, we're doing individual readings for who's here, which is Amanda and myself. Jen and Lala, they popped in beforehand, so we're going to do a reading for them. And then Star Soul, if you would like a reading as well, drop it in the chat at 777 so we know you want one. And if we have any other friends that are here, feel free to drop in the chat as well so we know you're here. But let's do.
Even though Becca didn't show up, I have a feeling she's going to be watching the replay, and I just feel really strongly like she needs a card.
Let's do it. Absolutely. I want to pull one for Jessica Rabbit too, just because I fish. It's like she's always here. Why? It just feels right. Okay. I think I'm gonna pull cards for you guys from whatever deck is calling to me first. But Amanda, your angels are calling to you, your spirit team. I almost feel like this is not so much angel energy, but more of like okay, I don't know if we've talked about this before, but you have a team of light beings that are like directly connected to source, and they want to talk to you through my angel deck. So that's it. That's what we got. Anything else for Amanda? All right, my dear Amanda, you have Archangel Sandephalon with you right now, and Archangel Sandephalon is not one of the most like well-known archangels. You don't he's well, they not so much a he, but they are a bit more reserved when it comes to um their energy, because this particular archangel is a deliverer of messages to the divine. So as I said, your light beings that are connected to source are here with you now, and they have a message for you from the divine, from source. So Archangel Sandephalon is just acting as a channel to ensure that the message comes to you clearly and concisely and without any interruptions. The message for you came in threes. So these are just important notes for you to keep in mind. The very first one is spiritual abundance. So source wants you to know that you have spiritual abundance. This is in the cards for you. This is a gift that is meant for you in this lifetime. That is not something that you have to work for, right? This is a blessing for you in life. And what source is showing me is that it's almost it's almost like I'm seeing you as that lover in the grave. Like you have put yourself in a place where it's like abundance wants to come to you, and source is sending it to you, but you have this block against it of a no. And it's almost like I'm seeing you standing in the center, and all around you is this abundance, and it's like Amanda standing in the center with all of this abundance around her, looking at it saying, am I worthy? Am I worthy of that? It's almost like the boy thing. Okay, you don't need the boy that's going to hurt your heart. You need the boy that you know is going to be there for you. So it's the same thing with the abundance. Just trust yourself and trust your path, but it is time to open your heart up to the abundance that's meant for you. Okay. Second, trust your vibes. There is always going to be people in our spaces that, they're there to teach us, right? And if you are in a space where you just feel like the vibe is off, or the energy changes, or maybe it's not even a space, maybe it's just like within you, spirit's asking you to trust that more, even if it feels wrong, even if it's in a place where it's like, but I'm somewhere, I'm just with my family, whatever, it doesn't matter. Trusting yourself is what is important. Okay, trust yourself. Last one, live your joy. Live your joy. What happened to our dance parties and our singing, our karaoke nights, or our Disney sing-alongs,
I have dance parties. I just don't share them with you guys.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm sad. I want some Amanda dance parties again. So yes, live in your joy, continue being the amazing, awesome person that you are, and know that your heart is a portal for love. So whenever you live in your joy, you are opening your heart portal up and just rippling out love into the world like okay. So it's not like living in your joy is taking away from anybody. If anything, it's the opposite. It gives to the world. So continue living your joy. Don't you ever think for 1 minute that you are less than worthy, my dear, because you are so, so deserving of not only the love that you are here for in the world, but also the self-trust and the spiritual abundance that's meant for you. Yeah. Okay, that's it, Amanda. I love you.
Thank you. Love you too. I got your reading from the other new deck. It's a nice spanking that you're getting. So you got Ace of Wands, and then you got Queen of Wands in reverse, and then you got the Seven of Swords, and then you got Six of Swords. So we're moving a little bit backwards here, but that's okay. So a message I got with this: you've been trying to start new passions, and you've been working so hard towards them, but you're not in this energy yet. You're not in alignment with it, and you keep getting so frustrated because you're trying so hard. But that's really the problem, is that you're pushing so hard to get this started that you're putting yourself in this energy. So you are stealing from yourself, and you got to stop doing that. Good news is you're coming out of that. So this break that you've had has really allowed you to bring yourself back into alignment with everything. So you're moving out of this energy and into this energy. So we're going into calmer waters now. You're not quite there yet, but I think once you're finally healed up and you're able to kind of get back into life, you will be finally in this energy, and you can just rush ahead with it. So that's it for you.
Amanda, no more rushing for me.
No, right now we're getting back into alignment. You're out of alignment. You're stealing your own joy.
Yeah, I feel that.
So this rest period is to get you back in alignment so that you can get going with this.
It's an interesting thing you bring up, Amanda, because I was just reading yesterday about how not sharing our gifts is actually stealing from ourselves, because it's what we're meant to do. It's what we're meant to do. So not only are we stealing from other people, but we are also stealing that gift from ourselves. So I appreciate you. Thank you. It's always in alignment. So all right. Let's see. Do you mind? I feel called to read for Lala.
Yeah, I can do Jen. And then if you want to do Jessica, I can get Becca.
Yay. That sounds perfect. All right, Lala. Okay, Lala, my dear beautiful sister. This is interesting. Lala. The message Spirit has for you today is really more a message about believing in the magic of life again and believing in the magic within yourself. And also knowing that you're never too old, you're never too late. You are always right on time, and you are always the exact age that you are meant to be at any point in time, wherever you are. And remembering that if it hasn't happened yet, it's because it was not meant to be with that person, whoever it was, right? And so you've accepted that. You're doing great. You've honored all of that energy. Amazing. But in the process of that, you kind of put yourself in a place of like, that stuff doesn't really exist. Like, yeah, I can read the cards, I can see it myself, I can channel the messages, but is it real? Or are we all just, on the same wavelength? And I know Alala. I remember Alala that was so full of mysticism that just, oh man, it was like you knew something special, and it was like you knew how to share it too, but you also knew it. And I relate with this because I can understand this part of my own journey where it was like I had too many promises from spirit that got disappointed, like they didn't happen. Like spirit said this was going to happen, then it never happened. Or like spirit said this was going to be, and it didn't. And in those places, it was really easy for me to slip back into the mindset of magic isn't real. I didn't actually manifest that. My thoughts aren't creating my reality. I'm just a subject of the existence, right? But life comes in waves, and you're in a new wave. And this new wave is bringing you back into a place where you believe in your dreams, and you believe in your fairy godmother, and you believe in making wishes and playing with the magic of life. And I'm sorry, Lala, but it's just the cards, okay? You really do have a partner that is meant for you in life, somebody that is going to be a perfect match to you, somebody that is going to meet you at every corner of yourself and say, I love that part of you. And this is something that I do see coming forward into action because we have the Chariot. But what I just encourage you to remember is like similar energy of Amanda, is that this Chariot is not you running. It's not you running out and seeking it. This Chariot is you like jumping back on that horse of life and saying, oh yeah, the magic, let's go. And while you're out there living in your joy, doing the things that are magical to you, this is what will bring you in alignment with this person. Okay. The reason why I say this person, and the reason why I say you don't need to do anything, this person is coming to you. We have the Prince of Spring who is taking immediate action. Once this person meets, because I feel like it's somebody you haven't met yet, could be, but I feel like once this person knows in their heart that this is who they're supposed to be with, they're going to take the action and do the things that are necessary to bring you together. You are not going to have to do all of that. You also have the 10 of Spring, which says all work and no play makes Johnny a sad boy, pretty much. So have fun. Remember that there's joy to be had each and every day, and the person that's meant to walk by your side, they're going to see that about you. And maybe you're going to meet them by asking for help from somebody. You never know who's going to be brought into your life, so don't hesitate to reach out to others. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you do have the King of Spring, and so your prince moves through and comes to you as your king, as somebody who is innovative and inspiring. They're wise and they're theatrical. This is somebody who's going to be just as funny as you are. This is also somebody who is going to be financially set. They're going to be all right. They're not going to be leaning on you for that. Okay. again, we have leader in here. So this is a divine masculine that has leadership qualities. An unexpected supporter of your cause. So it's like I said, I don't feel like you've met this person yet. You could have, but that's not the energy I'm getting. And I feel like once they meet you, or maybe they've met you, but they haven't seen you, but once they see you for who you are, it's like they are going to just support everything you do. They're going to be like, why are you not doing this yet? What can I do to help you get there? Like, what is it going to be? How can I encourage you and support you to becoming the woman that you are meant to be? What can I do for you? This is going to be somebody that's really supportive and caring and loving. But ultimately, Lala, at the end of the day, we're going to bring it back to the magic, right? And allowing ourselves to dream again and making wishes and counting on the stars and remembering what it's like to be in love and the magic of it. That's for you, my dear Lala.
Okay, for Jen, I just got 2 cards for you. So I got You Can't Go Back to Yesterday and All Must Have Prizes. So what I'm getting with this is you're not the person that you were last year. You're not the person that you were 2 years ago. You're not a people pleaser anymore. You are still moving out of that energy, but you've healed so much of that. You don't need to pull yourself back in order to make people more comfortable. That you doesn't exist anymore. You have become so strong in who you are that people either accept you as you are or they don't, and that's all there is to it. You don't need to cater to anybody at all for any reason. You are in charge of your life, and people come to you for your wisdom, and people come to you for your friendship and everything about you that makes you you. You don't need to hide any of that, because people are looking for that. People want to be around you for who you are. So you don't need to be in this energy anymore, because that person doesn't exist anymore. So that's basically the message. Be who you are now. Don't look for her anymore. She doesn't exist.
I love that. I felt called to ask if you can read from the book, the one that had the hawk looking person on it. Yeah, that one. Amanda, you're muted.
That one's number 44.
Oh, of course it is.
Okay. So it says, and the Griffin added, "Come, let's hear some of your adventures." "I could tell you my adventures, beginning from this morning," said Alice a little timidly. But it's no use going back to yesterday, because I was a different person then." Exactly what I was saying. So in this lovely moment, Alice is being asked to recount her adventures for the Griffin, who longs to hear them and is genuinely interested. Alice would love to share too, but she knows if she talks a great deal about what has happened and where she's from, she will never truly be able to move forward and find out who she is now that she has changed and is within the world of Wonderland. The Griffin wants her to share so he can be entertained and perhaps get to know her a little bit better. But for Alice, the thought of reliving the past is no good, as it will not help him know her, as she's changed too much. and therefore her history is not a way to true friendship. Perhaps this is the same for you. Focus on creating new memories, on sharing experiences, on getting to know someone and letting them know you in the present through observation and conversation. Accept that you have changed. As we change, the simple telling of who we were and what we did is sometimes not as powerful as sharing who we are becoming and experiencing new adventures right in the heart of the precious present moment. Yes, we can share our past adventures and histories, but perhaps you were quite a different person then. So consider adventuring forth and fully experiencing the present with people you have connected with. Your past will spill out of you when the time is right for the sharing of such things. And then the final message with that is you're more than your past. You've evolved and changed. Sharing your history is only to share who you once were. You're no longer that person.
Thank you, Amanda.
Welcome.
That was a beautiful message. All right, my dear Jessica, this one is for you. And then I think Becca, and then we're done, yeah? All right, Jessica. You have focus and then act. I think I've pulled this card for you before. And then you also have heed your dreams. This is a really powerful message for you to start your dream practice again and to connect deeper within your spirit. You have done a lot of amazing work on this physical plane and healing and incorporating and alchemizing. And it's now time for you to go deeper, level up once again within yourself. And in order to do so, you're being called to remember your dreams, to start a dream practice. You can write down in a journal before you go to bed just your intentions that you'd like to remember your dreams. Set them before you go to bed. And then when you wake up the next day, just start writing down what you remember. There's messages coming to you in your dreams that are really important for your waking state. And only you can unlock these for yourself. So this is a quest for you, my dear Jessica, to move forward in a deeper understanding of yourself, your path, and your purpose. You also have see yourself in nature. I love this card because it's always a good reminder that nature is a powerful healer. But I really particularly love this card because it's just such an unexpected creature. Like I out of all of the creatures they could have picked to put on this card, I would not have expected this. What is he? A nymph of some kind? I don't know exactly. I don't know what he is. He's one of those Amanda, do you know what this creature is called? It's the half goat, half man.
Yeah, all that's in my head right now is Mr. Tumless.
I know, Mr. Thomas, right? Okay. So, but just remembering that nature is important, but also like nature can look like whatever it needs to for you. So see yourself in nature, see yourself in whatever space nature needs to be for you. This is not me saying, oh, go out and hug a tree. You can if you want. But if your nature is at the gym with your music on and in your vibe, this is about finding your flow, being in your, when you're in your flow, like you've been there before. So see yourself. If you feel like you've been distanced from your flow, try first seeing yourself in that flow and calling that energy back to you in that manner. You also have that you were born to create. Do not doubt or question any step you take on your path that involves creation, because each step that you take is bringing you one step closer to producing the creation that you are meant to be here to do. So it's like, don't look back and judge your past things. Don't look back on your old videos or the old person you once were and say, oh, who was she or what did she think, but rather look back on yourself with love and gratitude and see how you've grown, but also hold love and respect for the things that you create, because you're making waves in the world in unseen ways. And the last card that I have for you, my dear, beautiful Jessica, is Trust in the Magic. I love this card. I love that it came up for us. We've already talked a lot tonight about trusting in the magic, but I want to share with you a synchronicity I had today. I was driving with my niece. Well, I wasn't driving. She was driving. I can't drive right now by foot, but point being, she was driving, and in the middle of the road was a dead animal. And on the dead animal, there was 4 very large birds. And as we got closer, you could see like one bird was on the dead animal and it had its wings all puffed up. And it was like, well, get away. This is my dead food. Okay. And the other 4 birds were around it, like also with their wings, like, oh, but I want that food. That could be for me. The bird that was on the, the roadkill was not going to budge. That bird was like, this is my freaking meat. You all can go. I don't care if there's 4 of you and only 1 of me. I am standing my ground. That bird was a crow that was as big as those turkey buzzards. They were all about the same size, but normally crows are much smaller. So maybe it was a raven, not a crow. Point being, expect the unexpected, and also remember the power that you hold. You are like that crow. It doesn't matter if you know your truth, if you hold on to your truth and you say, I don't care what comes at me, nothing can push you away from what is meant for you. But it's finding that truth and holding strong on that truth and continuing to move forward in that. Last bit, nurture your soul. And again, I really feel like this is a calling from your spirit to dive deeper into an understanding of who you are and what makes up the uniqueness that expels out into this world as you. So, all right, my dear sister, that is it. That is the message I have for you.
All right, Becca. So I have a bit of a message for you. So I have the Ace of Hounds, the 10 of Swords, the King of Coins, and the Emperor. This is not about your divine masculine. This is all about you. But I'm going to read the Ace of Hounds out to you. So it says, the hound is domesticated, but still all teeth and nose, a hunter at its core. The Ace of Hounds reminds you that you have teeth to bite with and senses that feed your instinct. You need to let go of all of that overthinking and just crawl on the ground like a beast. Figure it out with your claws. The world has clear meaning when you're hunting. Nuance dies there between your jaws. Also, be wary. Someone may be lording over you in this card. Your owner who's letting you think that you're this raw beast. So, there may be somebody that's trying to control you now. Give them no mind. Because 10 of Swords is next. So, all of the pain and turmoil that you've been going through is over. This is the last card. So this is done. So these 2 are just to remind you that you do have abundance that is here for you. But with this card in particular, you just have to watch your spending for the next little while and just be budget minded in order to maintain that abundance. And the Emperor is to remind you, 1, that you're a very logical thinker, but also that you are a leader. That is the theme for tonight. We are all leaders. But you in particular are very strong and you have a path set before you. You are on that path already. You just need to believe in yourself a little bit more. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. So you got this. You're good. All of the bad is done. All of the good is coming in. You just need to believe it.
Thank you, Amanda. I just like throwing out there, Becca, you've been a huge inspiration. I mean, the whole time I've known you, you've always inspired me, but I just want to share lately the posts that you have made, being really bold and just sharing your story and your path has really helped motivate and inspire me. And so I just wanted to say thank you for sharing, and being vulnerable, because I know it's not hard. I know it. I know it's not. But you really are making changes. So keep rocking it. You're doing great. I love you. All right. I have one final collective message for everyone, and then we will go off into our Fridays. The message I wanted to pull was just what we needed to know moving forward. And I think you might like this. So if you are here, this message is 100% for you. The 3 of summer, news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, and friends that you cherish. So my dear soul, first of all, expect good news on the horizon, because it is coming. It's on its way. It is here now. But also, this is a beautiful reminder to go out and play with your friends, to have fun, to enjoy yourself, to go to the creek and splash the water and just get caught up in the moment, and just remember that the work can be fun. And regardless, at the end of the day, we are here to be and to play and to exist with one another. And I am not existing better than you, or vice versa. You are not existing better than me. We are all existing together. I promise you that. We all have our ups and downs. And so when we can just take the moments that we have with one another and put our worries aside and celebrate the life that we have, it is so, so sweet. It really is. So that is it. That is my messages for you. And Amanda, thank you so, so much. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. I love you with all of my heart and then some. And for all of our amazing viewers, thank you all for being here today. I'm grateful to share space with you as well. And if you feel like leaving down in the comments, let us know in the chat what you are calling in for yourself moving forward. Let's affirm one thing moving forward. I am affirming joy in my everyday.
I'm affirming travel.
I love that.
I've been calling that in for 2 years now. It's time.
It's time. Yes. I'm gonna throw in affirming in a trip to Canada, a trip, not just a side trip, but like a whole trip. Okay, I got a few people in Canada I love and adore. So yeah. Anyways, all right. Sending you all off with a namaste. Lots of love from my heart and a big old love splash from me to you. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. If you are part of the Cove Discord server, please check in. We are going to have a Sunday session this week, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You won't want to miss that. Stay tuned. We're going to be here once more on Monday for meditation, and then we begin our Reiki retreat. So if you are part of that, I'm excited. I'm grateful. I'm honored. And let's do it.